Okay. Oh, so we're finishing Unit 14, pages 141 through 142 and 145 through 146. I left off on number 4 on page 142. I need to start writing the page numbers at the top so I know what point of reference to make. Okay, so I need 1 hour and then I need 3, 5, and 7 hours. Jonah, 3, 5, and 7. So if I calculate 765 divided by 9, let's go to Desmos. 7, clear all. 765 divided by 9 is $85 per hour. So I need 3 hours. So this will be 3 times 85, 5 times 85, and 7 times 85. So 3 times 85, 5 times 85, and 7 times 85 will complete my table, and then I can match whichever one is appropriate. All right, number 5, it says Chad sells pounds of barbecue, or 3 pounds of barbecue for $28.74 dollars and cents. So I've got pounds, and then I've got cost. 3 of those pounds cost $28.74. Circle, circle. Of course, it varies directly. Which of the following does not reflect the same relationship? So I need 6, 9, 12, and 15 pounds. 6, 9, 12, and 15. All of these are multiples of 3. So I'm going to take 3 times 2. I could take 6 times 2 here, and then 3 times 3 here, and 3 times 5 here. So I'm going to take 28 and 74. This would be times 2.
Mommy, is this how these go?
Drew? Yes. I can take this number that I get here and multiply it by 2 to get 12. Or I could do 3 times 3. So then this would be 28.74 times 3. And then from 3 to 12 is times 4. So I could do 28.74 times 4. Or I can do 28.74 times 5. I need to calculate all 4 of these to figure out which answer here is not true. Okay, so 3 of them are going to be correct, 1 will be wrong. Number 1, when swimming underwater, ear pressure varies directly with depth. Varies directly means I need a proportion. The pressure in the ears is 8.6 pounds per square inch at a depth of 20 feet. What is the pressure in pounds per square inch at a depth of 40 feet? So I've got pressure and I have depth. So I've got 8.6 is at 20 feet. And then I've got 40 feet, and then I have y, because y always goes over x. I found a relationship here, and I need to do the same thing here. How do you get from 20 to 40? You do the same thing up top. Then you will get one of your answers over here. Number 2, it says in Mrs. Smith's pie recipe, the amount of blueberries is directly proportional to the number of pies. If 4 pies require 6.8 pounds of blueberries, how many blueberries are needed for 13 pies? Make a proportion. Pounds per pie. 6.8 pounds for 4 pies. Y pounds for 13 pies. You can cross multiply and divide. Number 3. If y varies directly with x at a constant rate of -2/10, which of the following shows the possible values for x and y? Make a table. X, y. A constant rate, that means y equals negative 0.2x. I'm taking all my x's and I'm multiplying them by negative 0.2. So I'm going to start with negative 15, with 2, with negative 25, and with 3. Then to get, these answers over here, I'm going to multiply them by negative 0.2. So negative 0.2 times 15, negative 0.2 times 2, negative 0.2 times negative 25, and negative 0.2 times 3. One of these answers will be correct because it will match one of these answers. All right, number 4. The total profit from the Spanish Club fundraiser varies directly with the number of dinner tickets sold. If the sale of 22 tickets results in $253 of profit, how many tickets must be sold to reach the fundraising goal, so I don't know about tickets, of $700? Money over everything. Always put my dollars on top and my tickets on bottom in this case. I've got 22 tickets that make $253. I need $700, and I don't know how many tickets that is. X goes on bottom, but I surely can cross multiply and then divide. 700 times 22 over 253. You should get a ticket number there. Number 5. Number 5 says the amount of energy contained in a falling object varies directly proportional with height of the object. An object has 56 joules of energy when it falls from a height of 3.5 meters. Which table best represents this relationship? Make a table. Height in joules. Joules. I've got 3.5 and 56 joules. And then I need to look at these right here. Are they all consistent? Yep, 2.2, 2.5, 2.8, 3.1, and 3.4. Extend my table. Let's start with, or let's get a height of 1 meter, and then we'll get the number of joules. So 1 meter, I would divide by 3.5, divide by 3.5. Clear, 56 divided by 3.5 is 16. So 2.2, and this is times 2.2, so 16 times 2.2 on the right and times 2.2 on the left. So this should be 16 times 2.2. Jonah, zip it. 2.5, 2.8, 3.1, and 3.4. So since I have my unit of 16 joules per meter, then I need to take this 16 and multiply by 2.2, that's not 22, and multiply 16 by 2.5. And multiply 16 by 2.8. And 16 by 3.1, and 16 by 3.4. Multiply, multiply, multiply. The answer should be a dead giveaway here. All right, page 146. It says the table shows a relationship between x and y. What value of x will result in a y value of negative 13? Write your answer in the space provided. So what's the relationship here? What am I doing? Y over x. I need 10 over negative 4 and 5 over negative 2. What am I doing to my 10 to get negative 4? So you could calculate 10 divided by negative 4, and that equals, Desmos, 10, it should be negative 2.5. I'm correct. Just checking my work. So then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2.5. So y equals negative 2.5 x. So then what value of x will result in a y value of 13? So that means if I extend my table, I want my y to be negative 13. And in order to get from y to x, I must divide by negative 2.5. So I must do that to this number over here. Or you can do this. Give one to her, please. (10, negative 4, negative 13, and y. Cross multiply, then divide. Oh, it should be the other way around. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Don't do that. Don't do that. 10 and 13 divided by negative 4 and x. Cross multiply, then divide. You should get a decimal there. And it's going to be negative. All right. 7. Cost of pizza varies directly. Okay, I got to breeze through this because I'm running out of time here. A pizza with 12 inches is $8.64. What's a 16-inch pizza? So money over everything. $8.64 over 12 inches. Y over 16 inches. Cross multiply, then divide. Number 8. Using a constant of variation of 6/7. Remember, 6/7 is the same as y over x. Complete the table values of the relationship between y and x. So, where your y is 6, you need to put a 7 there, and then follow the patterns. All of these are multiples of 6. All of these are multiples of 7. 9. The graph of a direct variation relationship is shown. Okay, zoom in. Find friendly points. 1, 2. You run 1, then jump 4. You run 2, then jump 8. There's part of my table already. Oopsies. X, Y, 2, and 8, 1, and 4. Complete the sentence. Write your answer in the space provided. The graph shows that when x is 2, y equals 2. I just wrote it down. What if the value of x is 17? So I need to come here and find out what 17 is. How do I get from 2 to 1 and from 8 to 4? Divide by 2, divide by 2. Now how do I get from 1 to 17? Times 17 on the left. So you must do the same to the right. Number 10, the grilling time, steak, minutes, inches. Make a proportion. Inches per minute. 1.5 and 12. 2 and x. Cross multiply, then divide. 12 times 2, and then divide by 1.5. You should get a whole number for this. Good luck.